Hello.
Hey, LeVar.
Hey, Jerome. It's been a while. Yeah, my question is, it feels like it overlaps with a lot of everyone else's questions today so far. But lately, it feels like I feel like I had some sort of pain between my stomach and just underneath my heart, and it seems to come out when I'm exploring, deeper aspects of myself, like my identity or who I am or where I've been. This has actually been going on for like past couple of years now. And I'm not entirely sure if my spirit's trying to give me a warning or advice or a little of both. I'm trying to figure out, you know, I guess I'm just looking for clarity on if any messages are trying to be sent through what's going on with
Okay.
me.
Can you tell me your name, please, 3 times?
LeVar Holmes, LeVar Holmes, LeVar Holmes.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, are you ready?
Okay, yeah, ready.
Okay, so what I saw was so when you are let's see how to say this exactly. Okay, so what I saw was the reason you're having what I saw was like uneasy, queasy gut issues, and then I saw heart palpitations a little bit and like anxiety-ish
Yeah.
things. So what I saw, why I saw that, what I saw the root was that around that was as you've been doing this, as you said exploration of yourself, or what it saw was like, what I saw was like you're thinking about who you are and how you want to move through the world. But why this is happening is you're not doing this with love. You're coming at it with judgment, and you're coming at it with fear, worry, and fear. And that's why those two aspects, those two chakras specifically, are those two aspects of your body centers are activating the most, because your gut cannot stomach, you can't stomach literally how you're thinking about yourself and how you're talking to yourself and how you're approaching yourself. You can't stomach it. So it's lacking a sense of acceptance. You're just not being loving. Like things are happening and you want to talk to yourself in a way that is very, as you're shining a light, it's more like like if you have a flashlight in your hand and you're shining a light on parts of yourself, you're shining this light, and it's not even something that's wrong with you, but you're saying it's wrong, right? And you're trying to fix it. This is kind of what I'm seeing, like you're coming to try and fix things instead of celebrate things and appreciate things and come from that place. Like there's not been a lot of celebration and appreciation of the self, and you can't stomach that. And that is going to make you also the fear around it too, because you're not trusting yourself. And so there's decisions you're wanting to make. It's a decisions, choices. You're doing this also because you're making choices, but you're not trusting. You're not trusting what you're feeling, and you're making what I'm sensing is like a fear of making the wrong choices. And so the heart's,
Yeah.
and I can trust myself. I will be okay. And I am powerful enough that even if I make a wrong turn, I can get back en route. My world will not end with any of the choices that I make. My world will only begin. I am safe with myself. I am safe with myself, no matter what my experience has been before. I am safe with myself now. It is safe to trust myself because who I am is love itself. Even if I have forgotten this, I will remember, and I will be safe and more safe the more I remember. I can trust my choices. This is what's kind
Wow.
of, so the
Yeah, I'm
body
feeling that.
again cannot function well when it is not fed the frequency of love. It cannot function well. It cannot function off of fear, cannot function off of shame. It cannot function no matter what. Even if you think it's the rational thing to do, and I'm talking to everybody, not just you here,
Yeah.
even when you think it's the rational thing to do, to
That's-
judge or shame or be afraid, your body cannot, it's like, that is not who we are, and that is not what feeds me, and that is not the fuel. You have to come, especially when you are thinking about yourself, especially when you are thinking about yourself or making choices for yourself. You have got to come from love as much as you can, as much as you can. And when you feel this,
Mm.
or you feel, especially when I think your stomach, to me, your stomach goes first. So
Yeah.
when you feel the
Yeah.
stomach, right? When you feel the stomach, that is your signal that what I'm thinking about, how I'm thinking about this, whatever this is not in love. Let me step back. Let me take a breath. Let me relax. I can trust myself, because your stomach is to me, again, it's your stomach is going because you're worrying and you're not trusting. I can trust myself. Life loves me. Even if I can't see how right now, this is going to work out for me. Even if I can't see how right now, this is going to work out for me. Everything is going to work out for me. Right? You want to take your body is not just randomly doing things. It is doing things always off of the energy you're giving it. So when it is uneasy, take a moment and step back and bring yourself back to ease. And you bring yourself back to ease with love. And then with ease, think about that. Think about whatever you are approaching. But do not approach it from fear anymore. And do not approach it with shame. One, you'll never get the answers from that place, by the way. Fear and shame don't ever give you the answers. I know all of our schoolings and institutions teach you some version of this is how you, I promise you, they
Yeah.
never lead to your answers.
Yeah.
They never
I
do.
know it's everywhere, and it's just really hard to find that. I'm trying to find places with insight that will actually help me approach, my issues with the loving spirit, and it's everywhere. It's just sometimes it feels like a fight, and sometimes I feel like I'm not strong enough to really. I know it's probably not the right way to say this, but actually to beat it. But I know it's not about beating whatever is attacking me, but it's about accepting it. But even that, it's hard to find something to really, I guess, strengthen that.
Yeah, I would, I'll give this for you. Before you go to sleep every night, I would take a moment and I would ask my soul, I am going to rest tonight and I'm going to be at ease while I rest. Can you speak to me and offer me the guidance or the wisdom or the perspective I need around this situation when I sleep during my dream state? And what I'd like you to do, LeVar, is for the next like 2 to 3 weeks to keep something like a journal or something by your bed. And as soon as you wake up, write down what happened, what you saw. It may not come the first night, it may not come in peace, but it will come. And it may be over a few nights, so you have to piece it together. But you want to, because when we sleep, a lot of times we let go of a lot of resistance sometimes, and that's when our soul can most drop in. When you have a lot of worry or fear, it can't usually speak to you in the waking days as much. So you want to try and get your sleep time in as your guidance time. So with those situations, and also ask your soul to send you the support you need. because I also see you feel very isolated, and you don't have to feel that way. You also have so much support, but also you're not asking for it. And that's both. When I say you're not asking for it, that's both. You don't ask your spiritual team for support, and you don't ask people in your physical life for support. And that's one thing that is also something that I'm seeing for you here. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, especially where I live right now, I really don't know that many people to talk to. I mean, most of the people I know to talk to. Yeah.
Ask your soul to send, but also I'll give you this last thing. So you have to give, for your guidance team and your soul, you have to give them a roadmap. And so this is why visualization is very important. So your soul speaks in energy. So what you want to visualize, what would it look like to have support, or people around, or friends, or whatever it is that you want more of, especially around this? What would it look like? What would it look like? Like, I would visualize myself, being able to call some people on the phone that I want to talk to about this, and them helping me out. I would visualize me hanging out, going out to eat, or whatever you like to do, right? With this new crowd of people. You don't have to know what they look like. You don't have to know any of that. Just, there's people that are supporting me, and and they're here. And visualize that and see how that feels. How does it feel to have a circle of support, a circle of friends, a circle of whatever it is you really want? And once you do that, like, spend 3 to 5 minutes every day in visualization, visualizing that for the first week. Because what that does is, it says to your spirit team, it says, here's where I want to be. It's like a map, right? And they're guides, but guides can only guide you to where the point on the map that you show them. You show them energetically, here's how I want to be. Here's how it feels. This is what I want to feel like. And they say, oh, got it. And they guide you. They start to guide you. But before, when we just, I want this, and you haven't done the visualization work to actually ground that, how that feels, you haven't dropped the pin on the map, and they can't guide you there yet. So support is there. Your friends are there. It can be revealed to you, and your guides will guide you. But you got to get the energy feeling in your body and tell them, this is where I want to be, and watch. Just as soon as you feel it in the visualization, you feel what it feels like, say, hey, I want to be here. Can you help me get here? And watch what starts to happen for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So try those things. Try all of those things, and let me know if you're still in the Self-Love Academy group. Let me know in the group what happens with you with that process, and just try that for a few weeks and see. Thank you again.
Definitely do that. Thank you very much, Jerome.
Thank you. Much love.